back to the channel. Welcome back to the video. So we're going to do a preview. Not picking the games yet, but preview of the games come. And we'll do another video on different scenarios, what teams win, what other teams need other teams' help to win, and all that stuff. So week 18, you got the Steelers and Ravens tomorrow. I think the Steelers need some help. We're not going to go into that. My general thoughts, Steelers are playing well. Mason Rudolph, it's a guy I wanted as Cowboys backup. But didn't have him at Oklahoma State. I liked him coming out of college. Just hasn't really worked out for whatever reason until now. Now it's a couple games, so any backup can look good for a couple of games. But for some reason, it's the Mike Tomlin magic. And this is why he has not had a losing record since he took over for Bill Cowher as the coach back in 2008. Cowher's last year was 2007. If y'all remember, they lost in the playoffs to the Jacksonville Jaguars, led by former Cowboy linebacker Jack Del Rio. Yes, you can look that up. He was a linebacker for the Cowboys in the 90s. And former quarterback David Garrard, who I thought was pretty decent. Then on the other side of the coin, you got the Baltimore Ravens. You can't rest all your starters. And Baltimore would love nothing more than to keep Pittsburgh out of the playoffs. I've been to some of these games. This rivalry is like the Cowboys and Redskins of old. The Commanders, back what they used to be called, the Redskins. That's how that rivalry was back in the 90s and 80s and 70s. It was vicious. It was all-out war. Again, Ravens can't rest. I imagine they're going to rest Lamar Jackson. Now, Tyler Huntley, liked him coming out of college. Plays good. But I don't believe he's won a game as a starter. I don't think he won a game as a starter. Let me see. Check that. Could stand corrected. I don't care about his stats. Again, I want his record. There we go. Oh, he's been in the league that long? Okay, well. $13-10 apparently, so he's won 10 games. I've missed those. I didn't know he played that many games as a starter. What is that as a starter? I'll have to look that up. But as far as last year, he didn't win any games. I'll put it that way. So maybe I was wrong. I don't know. I didn't know he'd been in the league that long. Daggone, I thought he was younger than that. That's how much I follow him. Of course, when Lamar Jackson's your quarterback, how many opportunities you really gonna get? Unless he's hurt. So there's that. I'll have to look at that and see as a starter what's his record. That can't be his record to start. He hasn't started that many games for the Ravens, I don't think. A lot of people want to pick the Steelers because, they got to have this game. I believe they still need some help. We'll get into that next video, what teams need help, which teams, if they're winning, they're in. Like the Packers, winning, you're in. Cowboys are in, but if they want to win a division, they got to win. They don't need the Eagles to lose. Cowboys win, doesn't matter. They win a division. So the Eagles might not have anything to really play for. There's rumors. I don't know what they're going to actually do. There's rumors they're going to rest their starters Sunday versus the Giants. They're already a little bit banged up. So that might be a good decision on their part. A lot of people might criticize that and all. They haven't been playing well. Maybe let the backups get some rest. Maybe you see some guys that make some plays. You put them in as starters and crank the team up a little bit, maybe. Who knows? Might give you the shot in the arm you need. Giants did that in 07 with Kevin Boss when Jeremy Shockey went down, and Kevin Boss was a big part of that playoff run. Had some big catches, so yeah, never know. I don't know who I'm going to take yet, but that's going to be a heck of a game. Texans, Colts. Texans win, you're in the playoffs. Colts win, you're in the playoffs, and the Colts could even win a division if the Jaguars lose to the Titans this Sunday. That is also tomorrow. So that'll be a tomorrow night game. So I will pick those two games tomorrow. It's a game Texans have. I said they were going to be a lot better this year. That's an understatement. I loved the D'Amico Ryans hire. I liked him as a linebacker in Houston, who he was drafted by the Texans. Hated him when he got to the Eagles because he played well for the Eagles, and I hate the Eagles. I'm sorry. I think that's D'Amico Ryans. It's an Eagles thing. I hate the Eagles. Just like if a player like Lane Johnson or one of those players was to come over to the Cowboys, they would hate that player because they hate the Cowboys. That's just how it is. Not literally like hate, like, I'm going to stab you. Just hate. You don't want to see your rivals succeed. But I thought he was a great hire. I loved him as the defensive coordinator when he took over for Robert Saleh, when he went to the New York Jets to be their head coach. Well-deserved. Unfortunately, it's the Jets, and you know how that goes. Todd Bowles, a lot of careers have been ruined, by the New York Jets. So at least Robert Saleh can always go back to 49ers and do something. He's a good coordinator. But as a first-time head coach, you don't have many. There's not a ton of vacancies every year in the NFL. And this year, if a guy like Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick are out there, possibly Jim Harbaugh, you're even going to be even more limited. So, yeah. Colts been playing well. Now they don't have their starter, Anthony Richardson. So, how far can it really go? I don't know. I don't think they're going to get very far. But the Chiefs are vulnerable. I mean, there's not a dominant AFC team. Even the Ravens earlier in the year have been vulnerable. But I believe they're going to get Mark Andrews back this week or next. And if he gets on a roll with the way Isaiah Likely and Bateman and all those guys have been playing, that's just going to be a nice shot in the arm. That could be the catalyst to the Super Bowl for them. It really could. Or at least a playoff run into the championship game. They've locked up the 1 seed, so they've got the bye no matter what. The Colts are fighting for a division. But they need Jacksonville to lose. Jacksonville wins, not going to matter. And they won't know the outcome of Jacksonville until Sunday. So they got to cover their end of the bargain. They win tomorrow. Texans are out of the playoffs, quite possibly, without some help, I believe. And the Colts have a shot if the Texans lose, or the Jaguars lose Sunday. Getting ahead of myself. So I'll pick those 2 games tomorrow. The next game up is Jacksonville and Tennessee. Tennessee, Mike Vrabel could very well be the next Patriots head coach. Former player, not a former coach. He is former Bill Belichick trained. He is not a Belichick disciple. So maybe they pick him as the new coach of the Patriots if they do in fact fire Bill Belichick, which seems to be the consensus. Then again, everybody thought Tom Brady's last year in New England, and look how that turned out. He didn't leave until the following year. So, nothing's certain. But I would think it would be a good thing for the Patriots and Belichick to part ways and let Belichick start fresh, let the Patriots start fresh, see what happens. It sucks. He's been great. It's no disrespect to him. And I think it was great if they do fire him, they waited until you give him a full season. He deserved that. Firing him mid-season would have been a disgrace. Do it with class. But Titans, the only thing they got to play for is to ruin Jacksonville's season. Jacksonville, one time they were looking like the dominant team and would have the number 1 seed throughout, and that just did not happen. Trevor Lawrence, not quite the guy we thought he was yet. I don't know if he will be. But we'll get into that game of both. Neither team. Titans have been out of the playoff race for a few weeks now. Jaguars, I don't really know how far they would go, to be honest with you. Vikings and Lions. Vikings still have a shot with some help to get into the playoffs. Division's already been clinched by Lions. They don't have much to play for. They're not getting the number 2 seed no matter what. If Dallas loses and Philadelphia wins, Philadelphia gets the number 2 seed. Philly or Dallas will get the number 2 seed no matter what. Lions are done. They're out. It's over. They got no shot at the number 2 seed. So, Vikings still have something to play for. Falcons and Saints both have something to play for. Saints could possibly still win the division with some crazy crap. Falcons could still make the playoffs, which is nuts. Excuse me. So, let's see what I meant. messed me up here. Patriots and Jets. Neither team has anything to play for. Jets are just looking forward to this point to next year with hoping to have Aaron Rodgers healthy and hopefully Joe Alt or somebody else at tackle than Mekhi Becton or Max Mitchell. Yeah. Patriots hoping to possibly grab Michael Penix Jr., Jaden Daniels, Drake May, J.J. McCarthy, a starting quarterback, not named Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi. Maybe get a new head coach for next Christmas and a new actual GM and actually do well in the draft. Yeah. A lot of holes to fix there. Bucks Panthers, nothing to play for the Panthers. Congratulations. You have the worst record in the NFL, and you have to take your gift that you've been handed and hand it back to the Chicago Bears. Good job. Good job. Good job, David Tepper. Wow. Yeah, that guy should not be an owner of an NFL team. Might be good in stock investments, but NFL, you can't do things like that. It doesn't work. Buccaneers playing for the division, so we'll see how they play. Mayfield's kind of been up and down. He's had a really good season, all things considered, but this is last year. You're going to have Mike Evans. You got K-Dot, and you've got some pieces still. Palmer, the rookie, Godwin. You've got some pieces, so don't be you're going to be okay. So you got a young offensive line. Got to get a little younger on defense, but not bad. You still got, and you could possibly get a Drake May or something, depending on your record, or Jaden Daniels or one of those guys. So you got a shot at the quarterback too. And maybe they can sit behind Baker for a year. We will see. Browns-Bengals. Browns got a chance at a playoff berth, and it's not going to affect their seeding, so how much do they have to play for? Neither team has anything to play for. Bengals don't have a shot at the playoffs, I don't believe. Again, next video I'll check into that. But Bears and Packers, that's going to be a good one. Bears would love nothing more. They're going to have the number one pick no matter what. Packers winning, you're in. Both teams motivated. Bears been playing really good. Packers been playing pretty good. That's going to be a good game. I will definitely watch that game. That's a 4:25. If I can't watch the Cowboys Commanders. Cowboys win. You win a division. And if San Francisco loses, then you get home field. Never know. Stranger things have happened. We were the number one seed in 07. Giants come in and took us out in the division round. Green Bay was number 2 seed. They ended up hosting the championship game. Giants went in and took them out. So, stranger things have happened. Commanders would love nothing more than ruin our season. It's possible. Not likely. Not likely. But Sam Howell will have something to prove. Eric Bieniemy will have something to prove. Titanic Ron will have something to prove. I don't know what that is because he's done. He's not coming back next year. So that'll be another head coaching vacancy open. And I think they'd love to fill it with Tomlin or Mike Vrabel or Bill Belichick. Just a thought. Maybe Eric Bieniemy. Maybe their guy's already in house. I don't know. If I had to guess, Chargers going to go cheap. That would be the landing spot for Eric Bieniemy. Unproven guy. You don't have to pay him a lot. That's their MO. Just saying. So, pick those games tomorrow as well. Broncos, Raiders. Pride. Those teams got a lot of decisions to make. Broncos have their head coach. Raiders, not sure. Eagles, Giants. Nobody cares. Giants are going down, down, down. And the Eagles are falling from the sky. So, which I tried to tell you all for weeks. Oh, no, they're 10-1. They're going to be undefeated. They're going to have a couple losses now. And yeah, didn't turn out so well, did it? Seahawks, Cardinals, neither team anything to play for, surprisingly. Thought Seattle would have played a lot harder against the Steelers and company, and yeah. Cardinals, yeah. Rams, 49ers. 49ers ain't playing for nothing. Rams are playing for what? Seeding, bump up in seeding. Still going to have to go on the road. We'll see. Chiefs, Chargers, nah. Bills, Dolphins. For the division. Bills win, they win a division. Dolphins win, they win a division. Pretty simple. Now, the Dolphins, I think whatever team doesn't win is out of the playoffs, but I'm not sure. That'll be in the next video. But it's going to be one hell of a game. And then Saturday next week, you have Saturday and Sunday games. You have 6 games. And then it's going to be down to 4. Oh, no, it's going to be down. Yeah, it's going to be down to 4 games. But, 8 teams. Something like that. 12 teams or whatever. And then Sunday after that, I'm tired. I've been up early. I'm sorry. You know what I mean. 6 games down to 4, then 2 games, and then 1. That's what I meant. Teams and all mixed up. Oh my God, I'm tired. Too tired for this shit. But yeah. Gonna be interesting. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, share, notifications. Once we hit 100, doing a free giveaway. Love y'all. Catch you on the next one.